The president and his family are frequently overseas. First son, Teodoro Jr., is partial to Paris and its finest hotels. Incredibly, he once allowed French television to tag along on a shopping spree. But a Bentley can be hard work in Paris traffic.
So the last video you just watched is about the vice president of Equatorial Guinea, the son of Teodoro Obiangema, and how he is spending money abroad. The thing is like this, okay? You know, the French or the Europeans, they always claim that they are a champion of human rights, of democracy, and everything being right, they champion it. But sometimes you come to realize that they really do not care about the people of Africa. They just care about having a grip on African countries. That's what they care about. Because ask yourself that if the French really cared about the people of Africa, wouldn't they by now have arrested most of these people who are stealing money from the country and spending it abroad? Because most French-speaking countries in Africa, the leaders there all have homes in France, and all the wealth they've stolen is hidden in France. They have properties over there, and the French government knows about all this. They know. But they've done nothing about it. Why? Because they are not that interested in the people. They are not interested in whether the people eat or not. They are not interested in whether the people eat or not, or where they sleep or not, or if they have jobs or not. As long as the raw minerals from the continent can be safely exported to France. As long as France's interest is not threatened in Africa, they really don't care about anything. In fact, you guys can starve to death. They won't give a shit about it. They won't care. You can see how the guy is spreading money, right? And I bet you, if you go to Equatorial Guinea, you will meet many people there who are starving, many people who are dying, many people who don't have enough food to eat, many people who don't have somewhere to sleep. But yet still, their country's money is being spent, is squandered by one person. And the French are so happy to put him on national television. And the French are so happy to show how he spends money, how luxuriously he is living in Paris. Isn't that a shame? And then they will come to Africa to preach to us about democracy. They will come to Africa to preach to us about human rights. They will come to Africa to preach to us about good governance. Teodoro Obiangema has been ruling Gabon for, I think, 35 plus years, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 40. Is that democracy? And his son is the vice president of the country. Is that democracy? That one family, father and son, will be the leader and the vice. Is that democracy? Go to Chad. When Idris Deby died, Mohamed Jebi is not the new president, father and son. Is that democracy? Go to Togo, where you have the Nyasimbe. When father died, son took over. Is that democracy? Is that really democracy? Even in Gabon, that had a coup a couple of days ago. When Omar Bongo died, Ali Bongo took over. Is that democracy? So for someone to tell you, or if the French people are telling you that they really have the interests of the African people at heart, not that they are a bunch of liars, and do not for a second believe them, because they've never, and they do not have the interests of African people at heart. They don't have it. They are in Africa only because of what they can get from Africa. And that is it. French or France hasn't really done anything for the African people. They have not. They have not. Because if France was really serious about helping Africa or the African people, France would not be supporting authoritarian leaders in Africa. France will not be protecting dictators in Africa. France will not sit by and watch a leader in a country change the constitution to their benefit. France will not sit there and watch as the people in the former French-speaking colonies go hungry while their leaders spend lavishly in France. France will not sit and watch while these leaders embezzle money from their home country and buy properties in France and live there while governing a country in Africa. France will not sit there and watch all this taking place and they do nothing about it. France will not go to Gabon and take away all their resources and give the 5% of revenue to the Bongos family. And then the family just put it in their personal pocket. And that is it. Why the entire country is starving. Why the entire country go dark. No light. Like in Niger. They are in Niger and they are harvesting uranium in Niger. And they are using it to light Paris. Why Niger goes dark. Niger has no light and Niger is buying 90% of their power from Nigeria, whereby France is harvesting uranium and using it to make so much light in France and even selling some to other countries in Europe. But yet still, Niger is in the dark. And then France will come out to tell us how they have the best interest of the people at heart. Those are a bunch of hypocrites. They have no shame at all. They have no shame at all. It's so funny. But I'm grateful. Gone are those days when Africans were uneducated. Gone are those days when Africans did not have other means of communication. Gone are those days when we had just the national broadcaster telling us all sorts of lies and propagandas. Gone are those days when we get the news and related information from just one source who made sure that all what we heard was in accordance to what they want us to hear. We live in the new era, an age of information, and people are rising up. Africans are standing up. Africans are saying that enough is enough. And Africans are becoming more proactive. A new day has begun in Africa. But you guys out there, what is your take on these family dynasties in Africa? That the father will just be there forever, and when he's about to die, he will just pass it over to the son. Is it something that we should be applauding or something that we should rise up against? Share your thoughts and opinions with us in the comment section below because, like always, we love hearing what you have to say. And also, do not forget to like this video, share this video, follow our Facebook page, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel. Because little bit of good will, like the one you're doing just now, help us a lot. I shall forever be grateful to you. So thank you very much for doing just that. And like always, see you in the next one.